Want some masks? Well, I've got good news for you. Because for just $5, you could be entered to win masks from my collection. That's right, all $5 and higher patrons are now entered to win a monthly giveaway. That means once a month, I'm drawing a random name out of my patrons, and you guys are walking away with a free mask. Could be Slipknot, could be Myers, could be anything that's in the House of Masks. So go sign up today, support the House of Masks, and automatically be entered to win a free mask. New winner drawn on the 1st of the month, every month. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your favorite mask collector's favorite mask collector, AJ Good, here at the House of Masks, where we unbox and review cool stuff almost every single day. And as you can tell from behind me, we are not in the sanctuary. And that is because today's video isn't the typical House of Masks video. We are not unboxing or reviewing anything in today's video. To an extent. I mean, we are kind of reviewing something, but I'll explain that here in just a second. Now, as you know, it is the end of 2025, and 2026 is very quickly approaching, and it's become somewhat of an annual tradition at the end of every year to go back and watch the goals video for said year and see just how many goals we have achieved over said year. Take a drink of water every time you hear me say the word year in today's video. So, that is exactly what we are doing today. We are going back and watching my goals for 2025 video and seeing just how many goals we have achieved. Now, I know in my last video where I talked about the year as a whole, I kind of shit on the year and it was a pretty negative video, but I want to remind you guys and myself that I still absolutely killed it this year, and that the House of Masks did more on our year off than most people do in their life. And that's not to be braggadocious or egotistical, it just is what it is. Although I didn't have a great year, I still had a great year. Does that make sense? This year has absolutely flown by, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't even remember what the goals that I set for myself for the year 2025 were, so I'm really excited to see what those goals were and see what ones we got done. And a little bit of a bonus, the next video that I shoot for the channel is going to be my goals for 2026, which I'm also very excited about. So, with all of that being said, I've got the goals for 2025 video pulled up on my laptop here, and I am ready to jump on into it. So, here we go, and play. So, it's no secret that every year seems to get bigger and better for the House of Masks, but will 2025 be the biggest and best year yet? Only time will tell. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your favorite mask collector's favorite mask collector, AJ Good, here at the House of Masks, where we unbox and review cool stuff almost every single day. Now, today's video is going to be a slightly different style of video than what we are used to shooting here on the channel, but it's not a new concept, not for YouTube or my channel by any means. I have done videos like this in the past. I think that I skipped last year for whatever reason. I'm sure that time just got away from me and I didn't get around to it because 2024 was insane, but it is very important for me to do one for 2025 because I have a feeling that we are going to be going through some major changes this year. Actually, I know that one way or another, we are going to go through some major changes this year, and I'm scared and excited, and I'll tell you guys a little bit more about that later. But in today's video, we are going to be taking a look at my top 5 goals for 2025. Again, it's always fun to shoot these videos because at the beginning of the new year, we can go back and see just how many of those goals we accomplished. I'm not even sure if I had any particular goals for 2024, but I'd say if I did, we would have accomplished them because again, 2024 was just a wild, wild ride. I conquered both of my biggest fears, being put to sleep and getting on a plane, and now I am a traveling maniac. I absolutely love flying. I love airports, oddly enough, and it just opened the door for so many different trips to happen. I went to LA a couple of times. I went to Vegas a couple of times. I stayed the night at Sid Wilson's house with swollen teeth after performing at Knotfest, Iowa, which is just the most insane sentence I think I've ever said in my life. So, to say that 2024 was a crazy year for trips is an understatement, and I have no doubt that 2025 will follow in suit. But yeah, dude, let's get on to this list. We have a top 5 right here. Obviously, I have a few runner-ups that are just very vague and generic, obvious things. I'd love to find true love in 2025, and I'd love to see more people showing up to PaleFest in 2025. The turnouts are always awesome, and we love the people that come there, and it's always a great time, but it's crazy. After PaleFest happens, we always see hundreds of people that are like, man, I wish that I could have made it, and then it's just a silly-ass excuse. So there's really nothing to it but to do it. You just have to make it happen. I lived by the mentality of wishing that I could go do things until one day I woke up and was like, there's literally no reason why I can't. If I start taking the steps now to make this thing happen, it will improve my life significantly. And that is why 2024 was just such a crazy year, because I just did the stuff. I know that I'm not talking a lot yet, and we are literally only on the runner-ups, but man, that was such an important one. And listening to myself, I wanted to let myself cook there for a second, and cook I did, because I still live by that mentality. I just don't miss stuff anymore. I don't allow myself to miss things anymore. I don't miss out on stuff. I never have any sort of FOMO, because I just go do the thing. And I swear, when you stop making weird excuses for yourself, life just opens up and becomes this crazy adventure. Literally it's an adventure, and it's awesome. And the PaleFest thing still holds true. And actually, you guys have had even more time to figure out what you're going to do about PaleFest, because we took a break. We took the year off to focus on stuff that we wanted to focus on. And when I say that PaleFest is coming back with an absolute vengeance, I mean it. You would think that we kind of took the year off to plan out this giant thing that we're coming back with, but that's not the case at all. I wanted the year off because I wanted to focus on the church, and Bishop wanted the year off because he wanted to focus on his health and his family. And I don't know if you've seen, but the guy's literally lost hundreds of pounds, and it's awesome. And yeah, the other thing was just not an afterthought. We knew that we were bringing PaleFest back, but when you guys see how we bring it back, you're going to be like, how did they even manage to make this happen? Even with a year off, how did they manage to make this happen? So you don't want to miss out on PaleFest. When we bring it back for 2026, there should be absolutely no one watching this video that misses out. And I'm talking to you. Don't be a little pussy. Stop fucking around and then complaining when you don't make it. We want you there. We want to see you there. We want you to have a great time. And this year is going to be the best of the best. So I'm going to let myself talk a little bit more now, and maybe I'll break it up a little more and speak a little more, but I was on a roll there, and I just wanted to let myself talk. So yeah, let's hop back into it. We got Shia LaBeouf on the screen now, and go.
Don't let your dreams be dreams.
Don't.
Yesterday, you said tomorrow.
You did.
So just do it!
Do it! It was right there in front of me, waiting for me to make it happen, and I made it happen, and then it was just a snowball effect. So those two things, obviously runner-ups, but we've got my little whiteboard here with my top 5, so I'm about to break it down. Number 5. By the way, I should say that these are least important to most important. Not that any of them aren't important, but I start off easy and we will get to the main goal, which is number 1.
My main goal.
So number 5, I would love to do more work with bands like Mauled and Swollen Teeth. I feel like I was pretty heavily involved with Swollen Teeth's run this year. We had a pop-up show with them at PaleFest. I've done guest vocals with them a whole bunch of times, including Knotfest, Iowa, like I mentioned earlier. And I even got invited out to Massachusetts last month to shoot a music video with them. And I was in the music video, but I also kind of got to play the part of co-director with the doctor, which was pretty cool. I got a full-on itinerary showing me exactly what I needed to do. I got my own green room, which is nothing new, but it was really cool just to have this weird mix of people in the green room. We're going over certain things with the band, with the production team, all of that good stuff. It was very, very cool. And I appreciate Swollen Teeth trusting me enough to not only show up, but to actually be involved with things like this. It was very...
Pause. I can't believe that was over a year ago. I really thought that that was in the beginning of 2025. I thought that was in January or even February, the Boston trip. So that's kind of crazy to think that actually happened at the end of 2024, but yeah, whatever. My goal, like I was saying, was to work more with bands, and then I named Mauled specifically, and boy oh boy, have we done that? Have we absolutely done that? Maud and I have worked together on more occasions than I could even name. We have put out 2 music videos that I shot and directed myself, and then I even acted in the last video that they had somebody else shoot, and that was all super sick. And some of those music videos are even up for awards right now over on the Brutality Podcast Award thing, so that's super dope. And then just last week, I came home from like a week-long tour leg thing with them. I got to go out for part of their tour. I spent a week with them on the road, and it was very, very rad. So their glow up has just been insane. To see how much they have progressed since they stepped off of the PaleFest 2024 stage has been insane. Like, it's wild. When I told you guys that they were your new favorite band and that they were the next big thing, I wasn't lying, and I don't know what I expected. I mean, I knew that they were going to be doing what they were doing. I just didn't expect it to happen this fast, and this time next year, I can't even imagine where they're going to be. So let's see what else I had to say about working with bands, but we definitely did that. I can already tell you, we definitely did that.
Very eye-opening and very, very cool and very fun and a lot less stressful than I imagined it being, especially with me having the pressure of like not wanting to let my dudes down.
Hey, editor AJ here. I just realized as I was talking about all of this music video stuff with Swollen Teeth that I was also on set in September for the Money and Greed music video for Swollen Teeth out at Sid Wilson's house while I stayed. So that's just another piece of the involvement and like the behind the scenes stuff that really got me fired up to talk about what I'm about to talk to you guys about.
And stuff like that kind of led me into whatever it is that I'm doing with Maud. Maud is a band that I found at PaleFest. They actually won the Battle of the Bands this year. They came up, they blew everybody away. It was a really weird story about how everything happened. And after they got off stage, I went up to them and was like, hey, we gotta talk, because these kids are so young and they have so much potential, and I hate seeing bands get mismanaged, so I knew that I had to grab these guys and just kind of take them under my wing and help them along the way, and it's been really awesome so far. And aside from whatever business relationship we have, we also just have like this brotherly love thing. Like, I feel like it's a brotherhood. I've never immediately clicked with someone so quick, so to click with an entire group of people is awesome, and I now have a new set of best friends, and I love those guys, and we've been crushing it. We've shot 2 music videos so far. I've done a guest vocal feature with them, and I've been to a few of their shows, which have been amazing. They tend to open because they're a pretty new band, and there's this thing that happens that we call the Maud effect, where they get up on stage, they do their set, and then half of the people leave. And I don't think that that's out of disrespect for the other bands. It's just because Maud is so fucking awesome, and they bring in such a cool crowd that when they're done, people are like, that was sick, I'm ready to go home. I don't know. Maybe those people should stay and support those other bands. I know that I do, but it's the Maud effect. It is what it is. We got to start putting those guys higher up on the bill, and it's going to be my job as volunteer manager. I don't really know what you guys want to call me with that one, or what I'd even like to call myself, but it's going to be my job to make sure that they are getting the treatment that they deserve. And I want to make sure that all the potential that they have is fulfilled, because it's there. There's something special about those guys, and I just want to see them do well. So, at the beginning of the list, number 5, more work with bands. At number...
Check! We did that. We did that more than I could even remember. We did that more than I could put into words. We absolutely did the thing with Maud for sure. So, yeah, sick. Okay, number 4.
Number 4, I have a very specific video that I want to shoot this year with Sid. Now, I was supposed to shoot that video with Sid during Knotfest, Iowa, but it was just absolute insanity out there that weekend between Knotfest itself happening, a music video shoot happening at Sid's house with Swollen Teeth, and my visit. Sid definitely had his hands full, and we just got cut short on time, and I would definitely like to go back out there and shoot that video, because it's such a cool video concept and video idea that hasn't been done yet, that I would absolutely hate to even tell you what that video is, because Loudwire or Revolver or someone with a bigger management team and more money to spend will go out there and steal that idea and shoot that video first. But
okay, so this is a half and half. I was curious on what video that I was thinking of as I was saying that, but the longer I talked, I figured it out. I shot the video that I wanted to shoot with Sid that was an even bigger deal video to me, and that was the full circle video, the gold BCD handoff video, whatever you want to call it. So I'm gonna be honest, I kind of upped myself. Like I shot a better video, but I didn't get to shoot the video that I was referring to right here. So we're gonna give me half of a checkpoint or a check mark on this one and just hope that in 2026 we can do that other video, but it won't be underwhelming. It'll be a great video. It's just a very different video. It's not necessarily like a Sid and AJ mask video like the normal stuff that we do. So yeah, it'll be cool. I give myself half a check mark for that because I actually did a cooler video that meant a little bit more to me, but we also didn't get to do the one that I was referring to. So there's still time. There's still a chance. So we'll do a half check mark for that one. That will be my baby video of 2025 if we can make that happen. I actually need to probably call Sid as soon as I'm done shooting this video and see if we can set up the dates for me to fly out there one weekend and make that happen. But I'm super stoked about it. It was actually Sid's idea, so I think that he's stoked about it also. And I'd really love to make that happen. So number 4 would be my baby video of 2025, like my favorite project video of 2025. And that's a very specific video with Sid.
Nobody knows what you say, Sid.
Number 3 might seem shallow, but it's really not. I would love to see an upped percentage of you guys becoming patrons. Now, it's no secret that for the last however long, YouTube has been on a path of self-destruction, and even though I don't think that we'll ever really see the end of days for YouTube, it is no secret that they are hurting content creators. I don't know what they have against the people that make their platform what it is, but they really do seem to cater to big corporations like fucking Jimmy Fallon or the late night shows or whatever those are, and they screw us over, the actual creators that are the reason that you guys are here. There's no you in YouTube anymore, and it really did used to be that. So I would love to see you guys go over and show more support on Patreon. Aside from the fact that YouTube does kind of suck for content creators in this day and age, and has for a little while now, it also kind of bothers me that my Patreon is so awesome, but I see people with less than half the subs that I have that have double the amount of patrons, and they aren't even offering half as much as I offer to my patrons. So it's really weird. Like, I've always wanted to go out and do everything that I can to support my favorite creators or my favorite brands or whatever it is. I'm very loyal like that. So I am a patron of my favorite creators, and I can assure you that I only do that to support them. I don't really reap the rewards that they offer, even though that is part of the reason and the incentive to go sign up for Patreon. But I can assure you that they don't offer nearly as much as I do. So for just $5 a month, you could go over and support your favorite mask channel, me, and get a bunch of cool stuff in return. I promise it's worth it. The people that signed up when I first launched my Patreon are still patrons. However, I've kind of slacked off on promoting it for whatever reason. I think I got a little comfy and it started to wear off over the years and just really bother me that these other people that aren't doing half as much for their patrons seem to be reaping a bigger reward or, you know, whatever. They just have a more loyal fan base over on their Patreon. And I've done the math. If 10% of my subscribers went over and signed up for a $5 a month Patreon tier, we would just be on such a different level. It's like unfathomable. I can't even put the words together to explain how crazy that would be for the channel, and in turn, how crazy it would be for the community. Because at the end of the day, yes, it is me, it is the House of Masks, but everything I do for the hobby. And I take the hobby to new levels all the time, and I would really like to keep doing that because it is my true passion, and you guys are my true friends, and this is all. It is terrifying just how dead on what I'm saying here in this video from a year ago is to the video that I put out yesterday where I specifically talk about the big Patreon push that I've been doing lately. It's crazy. I think that's how you know that I am legit. I am real. Because it's still all the same thing. Like, yeah, like we have gotten patrons obviously this year, but I haven't pushed it like I thought I was going to push it. And I'm still saying the same thing. I still think that my Patreon is the best Patreon possible. And even since this video, I have upped the stakes. Like, I am giving away a mask a month, and it's not just some random cheap Chinese plastic Joey Jordison mask. Like, the mask for the first of the year, the giveaway for the first of the year is going to be a really, really nice Texas Chainsaw Massacre Pretty Woman mask, like a hundreds and hundreds of dollars mask. So on the first of every month, I'm giving away a mask, plus all of the stuff that I've been doing forever. I've started uploading exclusive vlogs weekly just for the patrons and the channel members to see, because those videos are way too rad to not get released. But also, I want to give a little bit of a kickback to the people that are going the extra mile to support me, and I still think for $5 a month, it is just an absolute steal. And I also think that, you know, I might not be referring to giant corporations now like Jimmy Fallon and stuff, but the amount of just short form AI garbage slop content that has taken over in 2025 makes me absolutely sick. And it's one of those things where somehow, some way, those channels are still getting way more support than my channel. So I'm gonna give this one a neutral. I did get more patrons over 2025, not enough for it to be like this crazy drastic difference, and not enough for me to have gotten to the end of the year and not been like, damn it, why didn't I treat this like a job a little more and promote the Patreon a little more? And yeah, again, I talked about all of this in yesterday's video and how I need to just be a little more serious about promoting the Patreon. The Patreon's there, it's great, it's very active, I love it, I am very, very much on top of it, but when it comes to promoting the stuff, I've kind of slacked off again. Or I guess I never really picked back up because I hate to be annoying, but I'm going to have to be annoying about the Patreon, I guess. So that just is what it is. But everything that I just said is true, and I just said the same shit in yesterday's video, and it's kind of terrifying how spot on everything that I've said. I mean, it sounds like I've got a script or watched this video, but I promise this is the first time I'm watching this video since I put the video out. So yeah, go sign up for Patreon. I'd appreciate it, and I think that you would appreciate it also. It's very cheap, and you get all kinds of really cool stuff, and you help a content creator that truly deserves it. Moi. Okay, let's hop back into it.
All what I love to do, and nothing makes me happier than seeing you guys turn out at PaleFest, and just the community aspect behind all of this is insane, and we could take it to a completely different planet if we had 10% of my viewers go over and sign up for Patreon. So if that was a moving and captivating enough speech for you to want to go over and sign up, the link will be down below in the description as well as the pinned comment. And
it honestly means more now because the church kind of changed the trajectory of everything, and everything got more expensive for me, for the House of Masks, for the museum, for the live event portion of things. I'm doing giveaways now, which obviously cost money. So if I thought that it meant something then, it means even more now. So if you go sign up, just truly understand that I very, very much appreciate it. I don't take it for granted, and that every cent goes towards this beautiful community that the House of Masks is and has built. So yeah.
Again, it's only $5 a month. You can do more than that, but the base tier is only $5 a month, and you get a shitload of rewards. And dude, honestly, that is the price of a cup of coffee in the morning. Once a month, $5, 17 cents a day. Kind of crazy that you aren't a patron already, but it is what it is. I'll leave that up to you guys, but I would greatly, greatly appreciate it, and you will benefit from it as well. So that was number 3, more patrons, which leads us into number 2. Yes, we're getting into the nitty gritty now, the big ones. This is a big one that I do believe will happen, but it's still a goal nonetheless, it's something that's very important to me, and that is 200,000 subscribers.
Didn't happen.
It seems like a lifetime ago that we hit 100,000 subscribers. And while I am very grateful for 100K, it's just been too long. We gotta hit 200,000. This is where the whole like YouTube not catering to its creators comes in, because I've always had a slow burn here on YouTube, and that's cool. I actually prefer it that way. I would rather steadily gain subscribers and views and have a loyal fan base that doesn't disappear, rather than be a flash in the pan, go viral with one video, and then be forgotten about later on. I see channels with triple the amount of subscribers as me that don't get nearly as many views when they drop a video now in the first hour, let alone the first day or week, and I find that to be pretty sad. So I am very grateful for the way that it works here. I just wish that it worked in that way a little quicker, and I would love to hit 200K this year. We're at 188,000 right now, So we're about 12,000 away. I think that that's very easily accomplishable.
Boy, was I wrong. And I don't necessarily think that that's anybody's fault aside from YouTube's, because the amount of people that I have weekly comment on videos and say, I was wondering why I haven't been seeing any of your videos, so I came to your channel and realized that I wasn't subscribed. Why? I don't know. YouTube must have unsubscribed me. It's so fucking frustrating. I just don't get it. I really just don't get it. I don't know why all of these places insist on making their platforms worse. Like, for everybody. It doesn't make any sense. I'm like trying to figure it out right now in real time, okay? So you're making it worse for me by not allowing me to get the views and the subscribers that I deserve and that I literally have already gotten. And you're also making it worse for those people that want to see my videos. Why would you unsubscribe someone from the channel if they want to see the videos? You already make it impossible for them to even get notifications about the videos. They gotta go through a whole fucking, like, you'd think that they were enlisting in the fucking military just to get videos sent to their subscription page. So why unsubscribe? I just don't understand. It doesn't make sense for anybody. The viewers aren't enjoying it. The content creators aren't enjoying it. Everyone's getting paid less. Like you guys get paid per view on my video as well. Why would you not push that out? YouTube. Anyway, so sorry. Yeah, that's disappointing. It is very, very, very frustrating that we haven't hit 200K. I was at 188,000 and we're only at 195,000 right now. Scary, very disappointing, very disheartening, and very brow raising. Very, not brow raising, just a big red flag. Like, YouTube, what the fuck are you doing? Why are we declining so hard all the time? Just when you think that these websites can't get any worse, they somehow get worse, and I just don't understand it. So we didn't hit goal number 2. I think we're at like a combined total of 2 out of 5 goals so far. So not doing great.
Easily accomplishable. That's accomplishable. That is a word, right? I think that we can accomplish that pretty easily, and I would say, hopefully sometime like mid-year we'll be at 200,000. There's no rewards or anything for it, but it'll be cool, and I plan to release a very special video for 200,000 subscribers. So go out there and make your friends and family subscribe to the House of Masks. Who knows? You might make them a mask enthusiast. Just to reiterate, number 2, 200,000 subscribers, and that brings us to the final boss.
Ooh, what's it gonna be?
Goal number 1.
I really don't remember what my number 1 goal was.
My main goal is to blow up and then act like I don't know nobody.
Was it to just move and like the church workout? Let's take a guess. What do you think my number 1 goal was? I'm gonna say that it had something to do with the move. Securing the church. That's probably what it was. So drop your guess down below. What is my number 1 goal going to be? Okay, are you ready? Here we go.
For 2025 is a new building. I know.
That's what I thought.
Shocking. I honestly never ever had plans to ever leave the space that I'm in right now.
Still fucked up.
Due to some unforeseen circumstances that are out of my control, some
Fuck
weird
you, Steve
decisions
Steele. Fuck
by
you, Mike
some
Ash.
people that I can't quite talk about yet. But
I can
trust
talk
me,
about you now,
I will make
bitch
sure
ass.
that they get the credit that they deserve in the
Here's your
future
credit,
once
you
this is all
fucking-
settled. I am not going to be in this space for very much longer. It was bound to happen. I have pretty much all but outgrown this space, and this year would have definitely been the nail in the coffin in terms of running out of space here. But even then, I never planned to leave this space. I wanted to keep this as a studio, or maybe even some sort of House of Masks retail shop where we had horror and metal stuff all year round. I think that that would have been very, very cool. And that was my plan. Now that PaleFest is actually profitable, I thought, I'd be able to take a little bit of a break from the content side and bring something new, which would have been a retail space. But that's just not in the cards for this year now. So we are
As pissed off as I am about the whole ordeal still to this day, we did technically hit the goal. I mean, we got the church. The church is real. The church exists. We are here. And the move happened. So we got a space, and I'd say that we made some great strides with the church. It's kind of crazy. I was starting to edit my best of 2025 video today and going through all of this old archived footage of when we first got the place to what it is now is just absolutely unbelievable. So we don't have very much long in this video. I'll go ahead and finish this goal out, and then we can talk about what that goal and what that move and what accomplishing that actually entailed. So
Are currently looking for a new spot. I think that we have found something that's going to work very, very well. Now it's just a matter of banks and loans and getting the legal stuff worked out with realtors and the seller and all that good stuff. But I have talked to the seller, and he seems like a pretty cool dude, and he's also a YouTuber, a bigger YouTuber. He's bigger than my channel for sure, and I think that that's awesome. And yeah, he just seems like a good dude, so hopefully we're able to work something out on that space, and if not, we will just keep trying because that's what we do. We have no other option. It's either give up or keep going, and I'm not much of a giver-upper. So a new space is definitely on the horizon in one way or another. I just hope that it's the way that I want it to be, because I was really good to the world last year. I was extremely charitable, both in front of the screen and behind the scenes, stuff that you guys will never ever know about. And I feel like I used all of the power and growth and money that I was making for good. And then the world was like, fuck you, buddy. You're losing your spot. So again, I will make sure to tell you guys the full story on that when the time comes. Right now, it's all about figuring out exactly where I'm going to go from here. And it sucks, but I'm just trying to see it as like a blessing in disguise. A lot of my support system seems to think that it is a blessing in disguise, and that although it sucks right now, it's going to be for the best, and it will be even bigger and even better at the end of 2025. So I hope that this list made you guys inspired to go out and do.
okay, well, I think that's probably just about the most important part of the video and the end of the video. So yeah, I mean, we accomplished that. So we are 3 for 5, and I don't think that that's too bad. If you add up those 2 have ones that we gave a thing for, I'm pretty sure that's 3 out of 5, right? Who knows? Who the fuck cares? We hit some goals, and we didn't hit some other goals, and one of those goals was not even in our control. So yeah, you know, we'll say we're 3 out of 4. But yeah, dude, the move was crazy. It does still suck right now, I won't lie. If you watched yesterday's video, you'll know all about it. It's an old church. Property ownership is crazy. And YouTube has just absolutely been tanking everyone. It's not just me. I mean, I want to say luckily it's not just me, but I feel bad for everybody that's affected. It fucking sucks. So again, that Patreon thing is really real. Go support your favorite content creators. Even if it's not me, go support somebody on YouTube that could really use it, and they will appreciate it more than you know. But yeah, I'm right in the thick of it still, and all I can hope is that, you know, by springtime next year, I'm just caught up, that everything that's going to break has broken, and I can just mellow out for a second and stop spending thousands of dollars on the furnace and thousands of dollars on the plumbing and thousands of dollars on this and thousands of dollars on that, and I can just enjoy the new House of Masks for a second and get back to the fun stuff. Like, I don't have a problem putting money into the place. I just want it to be money that I'm putting into things that I want to put the money into, you know, like building stuff in the sanctuary or customizing, you know, the shelving systems in here that go all the way around the studio and that good stuff. You know what I mean? So yeah, dude, all in all, successful year. That went better than I thought it was going to go. I think we checked more off the list than I thought we were going to, and it definitely has my gears turning for 2026. And 2026 is right around the corner, so I'm going to go ahead and probably shut this video down and get ready for my 2026 goals list and then make the video, okay? So yeah, dude, did you guys accomplish the goals that you set for yourself? I know at the end of these videos, I always say, let me know what your goals are down below. So let me know how many of your goals you checked off the list. Maybe you had a rough year. Maybe 2026 is going to be the turnaround. Let me know down below if you checked off any of the goals of your list, or if you just checked off one of them. That's okay too. Who cares? We're all just gonna die anyways. All right, guys, so I hope that you have enjoyed this video. Thank you very, very much for being here with me. I appreciate you. And until next time, this has been AJ Good here at the House of Masks, telling you to say no to drugs and alcohol, and yes to hitting your goals. And we will see you guys in the next one.